Still 2-2.
A hanging slider there, Coney, but what an advantage to a pitcher that, you know, you can even kind of make a mistake, but the shadows kind of even things out and give the pitcher such an advantage.
Yeah, that sinker in got Aaron Judge out in front of that slider a bit.
Well, guys, we're here, there or thereabouts. We've got 2 games on at the moment. I'm not quite sure why, but at the end of the day, I'm used to it. You know.
That's definitely the best pitch he's had to hit in this at bat. Kind of
Either way, early in the first quarter, Texas Longhorns are leading over Texas Tech by 7 points to none. 11 minutes to go in the first quarter. Second and 11, Texas Tech ball. Should be a good game. Should be an absolute cracker, to be honest. And I'm looking forward to it. So, what I am going to do is make sure that I've got my stream sorted, which I do. I assume, yeah, I've got that sorted. Yeah, sweet. Okay, and we are live. We're live. We're good. Alright, so Texas Longhorns versus Texas Tech Red Raiders. First I've heard of Texas Tech Red Raiders. The only real player I know from Texas Longhorns is bloody Big Balls Michael Dixon, to be fair. So, look, I'm gonna... No, sorry, I'm gonna try and get this. Yeah, no, all good. Wait up. Oh, I know what we're gonna have to do. We have to bring that all the way down. All the way down to there. We have to go like this. Go like this. Boom. Okay.
A run that was stopped for a loss, and they haven't been able to recover.
Actually,
that's how they wound up in this 3rd and long situation.
Very long now after the false start penalty, 3rd and 20.
Whoops. My bad. I'm not meant to do that. Sorry, guys. Don't tell on me. Please don't tell on me. You'll get me in trouble. What do we got here?
His options. He's keeping the offense at the moment out on the field.
Yeah, you know, if you buy into my proposed new rule, once you cross the 50, you can't.
That's a fucking hard one, man. I want that to be up there. Put that up there. Put that up there. Come down here. Have a look at this. This is on the go type shit. You know what I mean? Absolutely on the go type shit. And we go like that. No, actually we go like that. No, that doesn't work. What do we do? Go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Cheese and rice. I'll get it eventually. It's not easy though. It's actually not easy to get this shit sorted. Because each and every stream is different, right? So, I'm assuming I go like that. And we want that to be above that. Wait up. Let me try this. If I can get this sorted, I'll be stoked.
More than a few mistakes the last couple weeks, but he is a talented quarterback.
Yeah, he makes the good plays. Got to avoid those negative plays.
Alright, that's not the way to do it. Oh, look, I'm missing out on some good play. That's the last thing I want. I don't want to miss out on some good play. Come on, man. Ah, bruh.
230 pounds. Hard to wrap him up. For one guy, anyway. Look at hit and roll.
Do I really need the chat? Do I really need the chat? I don't think I do. I honestly don't think I do. So, I'm just going to get my big fucking gob here. Have a look at that. Sweet. Alright. Nah, all good. All good. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. Am I though? Do we need some more information? Yeah, no, we need a little bit more information. There we go. Okay, sweet. Done. Have a look at that. That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Alright, sweet. Texas versus Texas Tech. Now, that's not a game you see often. I'm assuming, I have absolutely no idea, but I'm assuming it's got to be a rivalry type game, right? And Texas Tech is rolling. Texas Tech is absolutely rolling, and it is at a home. It's home game. It's a home game for Texas Tech. The red, what are they called? The red Raiders. What do we got there? Oh yeah, nice. Oh, lovely catch actually. Takes him down to the 10. Donovan Smith, 8 of 9, 57 yards. What? Oh, so he's the quarterback. Yeah, okay. So 8 of 9, 57 yards. Nice. Oh, sorry, I thought he was a receiver for a second there. All right, sweet. Got a motioning receiver out from the left to the right. I feel like he's going to be a blocker. No, he's not. No, he's going to... Get in, son! Get in, son! Oh, mate. So close, yet so far. So close, yet so far. All right, guys. Be back in a sec.
He turned that play back inside to get help from his teammates. He's the one that forced everything back inside there.
Well, they said no, it was a fumble and recovered by Monroe Mills, so that moves the ball back to the 5. Turns into a great heads-up play by the right tackle, Monroe Mills, because they said that ball did come out.
Yeah, decision time for Texas defensively. Do you play man down here, or do you use the picket fence zone? Not a lot of room down here.
Texas Tech is burning a timeout, and I wonder whether that's also to give the replay officials a chance to take a longer look, maybe save a few yards if that was not a fumble. We'll step aside. It's 3rd and goal when we come back.
Ultimate LA experience for you and a friend, thanks to ESPN. The prize includes flights, accommodation, and tickets to Rams versus Seahawks and Rams versus Raiders this December at SoFi Stadium. You'll also live it up in style at an epic Rams tailgate party. Plus, get an action-packed day at Disneyland Resort. Visit espnwin.com.au/Rams to enter now.
We're here for that NFL red zone feel.
Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen.
That can't look away. Inside the 20, my fantasy team needs this feel.
Right, guys. Look, I wanna let you guys in on a secret, okay? Anyone here, or am I by myself? I probably am by myself, to be honest. It is what it is. I'm used to it. It's okay. But if I'm not, let me know, because I wanna show you something. I wanna show you something spectacular, actually. I don't know how the hell I've done it. I don't know how the fuck I've done it. Not a clue. Not an absolute clue in my entire world. Okay. Actually, no. Wait. See, I'm a little bit OCD with my I like that to be like that, and then I like this to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So you know, all you see is like this standard background. But what I do want to let you guys know is that, and I don't think I've ever done this before. Let me take a wee drink. I don't think I've ever done this before. But this is what live sport does to you. This is what live sport does to you. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you something. Spectacular. We're watching Texas versus Texas Tech. But we're probably only going to watch it for the next... Well, I took my watch off actually. Probably only going to watch it for the next hour because Joseph Parker will be fighting. But what I want to do, guys, is I just want to swing you around just for a second. You guys probably haven't seen that. Those are the curtains, right? Those are the curtains that are drawn every single night. No one sees in, and no one sees out. But would you believe it's 8:54 in the morning? So I suppose it's about time we draw the curtains. So let's fucking do it. Oh my lordy lord, would you look at that? Oh, that's unbelievable. Look at it. Oh, what a glorious Sunday morning. It's a touchdown. I've missed the touchdown. Oh my god, what a glorious Sunday morning. Absolutely glorious. Either way, we certainly don't need the lights on anymore. I'll turn those off. But it's been fuck. Jesus Christ, it was the All Blacks versus the Wallabies, then it was the Panthers versus the Rabbitohs, and then it was Auburn. Actually, no, it was a bit of a break, actually. I took a bit of a break, and I went to McDonald's, got a massive feed, and here I am. I'm back again. Look, you see that little pillow? Like when I see that, right? Okay, no, we'll go like that. Because when I see things like this, I want to get them the hell away, because I want it to be nice and clean. You know what I mean? And a nice clean environment. Is that OCD or is that just being a YouTuber? I don't know. Either way, we've got a good game in our hands here. Decent game in our hands, and well, I'll be here as long as I can. But what I will say is that fairly shortly, I don't know exactly how shortly, but I will be transferring over to the Parker fight. And if anyone's in the chat, if anyone's actually, you know what, I'd absolutely love someone, just someone, anyone in the chat to let me know when we are getting close to the Parker Joyce walkouts, because that's what I'm here for, man. That's why I've stayed up. I didn't want to, honestly, I didn't want to risk it. I did not want to risk missing that fight. I did not want to risk missing that fight whatsoever. So that's a massive fight for me. Honestly, this fight tonight, which starts in about an hour, is huge for me as a New Zealand boxing fan. Joseph Parker was basically the second coming of David Tua. David Tua had one heavyweight title fight against Lennox Lewis. Unfortunately, he was just too short. You know, he had the left hook of the gods. You know, he had Mike Tyson's left hook, but unfortunately, he just couldn't land it. So he was out pointed via decision in the year 2000, and then lo and behold, in 2012, Joseph Parker comes along, and he's been a professional for going on 10 years now, and tonight is a big test. It is a big test. Comes up against an undefeated British Olympic silver medalist in Joe Joyce. 14 fights. I've actually never seen Joe Joyce fight, but what I will say, if nothing else, is that Joseph Parker is getting heavier and heavier and heavier as his fights go on, but not in a bad way, not in a bad way whatsoever. He's putting on muscle in the right places. He is looking bigger and stronger than ever. And look, he gives up 20 pounds to Joe Joyce, but I'm telling you, he's got the speed. And to be 255 pounds, which is what, 120 kg, and have the speed and the movement as a heavyweight that Joseph Parker has, it's going to be an absolute cracker of a fight. And what this fight gives to the winner is the well, basically it's the #1 contender to the WBO belt, which Alexander Usyk holds. So regardless of what happens, Alexander Usyk holds 3 belts, IBF, IBO and WBO. Tyson Fury holds 1, which is the WBC. And the winner of this fight tonight is the mandatory challenger to Alexander Usyk's WBO belt, which means that the winner of this fight fights Usyk next for the title, and that's fucking huge. So if you're not interested, you're not interested, but I'm certainly interested, being a New Zealander, being that Joseph Parker has been a world heavyweight champion, and he is vying to become a 2-time world heavyweight champion. And yeah, it's going to be a massive fight. It's going to be an absolute fucking cracker. It's going to be awesome. And I'm led to believe that the ring walks begin in an hour. So we're going to watch this game, and we're gonna, you know, give my attention, all of my attention to this game. But I tell you what, once those ring walks start, I'm definitely going over to Joseph Parker. And in fact, I might do it earlier. But either way, let's watch a bit of college football. Let's watch a bit of college football. Let's see some plays. Let's see some good plays. You know, let's see some running backs. Let's see some quarterbacks. Let's see some guys that are vying to at least get an invite to the NFL Combine. You know what I mean? That's it. That's really all they want. You know, all they want is an invite. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to me. I really appreciate it. And if you could chuck some chats through, that'd be amazing. But I tell you what, once the boxing starts, chats or not, I am going to be amping. I'm going to be absolutely amping, because I tell you what, if Joseph Parker wins this fight, he fights Usyk next for the title. The winner of this fight fights for the title next. And being that Joseph Parker is already a world heavyweight champion, he is vying to become a 2-time world heavyweight champion. And if you like heavyweight boxing, you will know just how much that means. Whew. It's going to be good. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And to be honest, look, I know I'm watching football at the moment, but I'm going to have to just get a bit of crack stream. No, I'll go Stream East. Go Stream East boxing. I need to know what's going on. I need to know how close we are to the main event of the evening. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's soccer. We don't want that. We want boxing.
When you hear all week defensively that this is a tough rushing team, and they come out throwing the ball, quick passes and the like.
There we go. Joyce versus Parker. The thing is, Joe Joyce is a 2-to-1 favorite. What? Look, for anyone watching this right now who actually knows heavyweight boxing, Joe Joyce being a 2-to-1 favorite over Joseph Parker. I mean, that's a good bet. That's a good bet at the end of the day. That's a fucking brilliant bet. Jesus. That's... I don't know, man. That's next level. That's ridiculous. Because Parker's going to win it. And I'm assuming he's going to win via
this time.
Decision.
Good coverage
That's what I'm saying.
that time by Texas Tech.
Anyway, I don't want to miss the fight, so I better work out exactly when it's on, and I'm going to try and do that right now. Alright, sweet. We got... Alright, what do we got here? Sorry guys, I'll get back with you in just a second. If you're watching the game, sorry, but this is far more important. I mean, let's be honest. I'm not even going to try and beat around the bush in that respect. This is far more important. This is a huge fight, especially for New Zealanders. Huge fight. Right, either way. Okay, so. Okay, so we got two absolute plonkers in the ring at the moment. I'm going to keep that there. I'm going to keep that right there, and I'm just going to watch slowly but surely get closer to the main event, and I cannot wait, my friends. I cannot wait. It's going to be fucking sick. Either way, okay. Finally, I'm going to actually pay attention to this game. Texas, ranked 22 in the nation, versus Texas Tech, unranked, I'm led to believe. But it is seven apiece. 7 apiece. Bradford, the kicker for Texas, kicks a 40-yard field goal, and it is 10 points to 7. There you go. Late in the first. Either way. We're here, and that's the main thing. We are here. We've got 5 likes, we've got 13 viewers, and we've only had 2 chats. What the fuck? Seriously, guys, what the fuck? I'm going to start calling you guys out. If you've liked the video and not said a single word, what's going on? Am I doing something wrong? I mean, what else can I do? Beyblade's Let It Rip. And if you don't know that reference, get the fuck out. And if you do know that reference, I'm about to buy a Beyblade. I'm about to buy a Beyblade from eBay for the first time in 20 years. And when I finally set up my background for my YouTube, background type, you know what YouTubers do. They have a nice background. They have, various things that are nostalgic to them, and Beyblade's Let It Rip is certainly one that's nostalgic to me. It went WCW wrestling, then it went Pokemon, then it went Dragon Ball Z, then it went Beyblade's Let It Rip, then it went Yu-Gi-Oh, then it went... Geez, what happened after that? I think it was the 2006 Miami Heat, to be honest. Shaquille O'Neal came to the team. Heat versus Celtics in the 2006 NBA Finals. Post that, it was... Well, I know 2015. I'll tell you that, because that was Jared Hayne when he went to the San Francisco 49ers. But look, man, I've got some nostalgic shit that I would absolutely love nothing more than to set up behind me in my YouTube videos. And it's going to start with getting a green Beyblade and say, Let It Rip. Actually, you know what? I did actually... No, sorry, guys. I know, this is a bit of nostalgia. I know you guys are probably freaking out right now. But, yeah, I did actually make a wee list here. Not too long ago. Because if I, because this is my plan, right? When I do get... I own a fucking house, right? But my 2 kids and my baby mama live in that house, okay? So I don't live there. They live there. Which is fine. But what that means is that I don't really have a permanent abode. But when I do, and when I do have a clean white wall to set up as my backdrop for my YouTube videos, these are the things that I'm going to include, alright? So listen up, listen up, listen up. Because I tell you what, regardless of my viewers, regardless of what you guys think, this is going to make me feel really, really good. So, what we've got is... shit, what do we have? Don't tell me I've... Don't tell me I've deleted it. No, I haven't deleted it, surely. What do we... Oh, and we need to go to... notes. Here we go. Okay. Alright, sweet. Okay, here we go. If any of you guys... Alright, so how many people are watching? I mean, it's not important, but... Yeah, I'd love for some people to be watching, at the very least. And we've got 5 people. We've got 5 people watching. Alright, so of you 5, okay, do you recognize or do you have any sort of nostalgic feelings towards any of these things? Alright, and I'm going to list them right now. Okay. Crash Bandicoot, PS1. Gran Turismo, PS1. Tech Decks. You know the finger, you know the little miniature skateboards. Tech Decks. All right. So Tony Hawk, Gran Turismo, Tech Deck, Tamagotchi, Goldberg from WCW. Look, I watch WCW Nitro every single fucking Sunday, but the only wrestler that really stuck to me was Goldberg. Jonah Lomu. Richie McCaw. Pokemon as a whole, whether it be on the Game Boy, whether it be on TV, whether it be through trading cards. All 3 options were huge to me. Following that, it was Dragon Ball Z. Whether it be through the trading card game, whether it be on TV, or whether it be, you know, just looking at these cunts who were absolutely ripped and fucking jacked and thinking, fuck, man, maybe one day I could actually, you know, do the Kamehameha. I mean, maybe one day. Who knows? I was 10 years old. Either way. Following that, it was Beyblades. And Beyblades was huge. In year 11, year 12, we're talking 2001, 2002. Beyblades was the shit. And whether you had a real Beyblade, let it rip, or whether you used a Powerade bottle top with a piece of string around it and a pencil on top, and you pulled the string and the fucking Powerade bottle top spun off the bottom of the fucking the pencil into the desk, and we all had battles. I mean, whether it was an actual Beyblade or whether it was a fucking made up Beyblade, Let It Rip was absolutely incredible. Either way, we move on. Then it was Yu-Gi-Oh! We went through Pokemon, we went through DBZ, we went through Beyblades. Then it was Yu-Gi-Oh! And I got onto Yu-Gi-Oh! Big time. Me and my mate Tim, we used to go to it was called Gloucester Arcade, and it was a card shop. It was a collectible shop, basically. You know, collectible shop. You know, they must have had cards from all sorts, but we went there every Saturday morning with our decks, with our Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks, to play Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, to battle. You know what I mean? And that's what we did for about 6 months straight. We went there every Saturday, and at the end of each and every Saturday, they would pull a name out of a hat, and the winner would get a free booster pack. And that was incredible. Either way, we move on. So we've gone Tony Hawk, Gran Turismo, Tech Dex, Tamagotchi, Goldberg from WCW, Jonah Lomu, Richie McCaw, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Beyblades, Yu-Gi-Oh!, which was huge. And then following that, I actually got my cards stolen. I got my whole entire Yu-Gi-Oh! Card deck stolen at school. And from there, it was like, okay, what do we do now? It's like, okay, I'm in the real world, you know. I'm not playing cards anymore. What do I do? What do I do? And it took me a while. It took me a real while to realize what I was into. And in fact, that's when I sort of took up smoking weed, to be fair. I took up smoking weed. And I took up playing not only Jonah Lomu Rugby on PlayStation 1, but I also took up playing FIFA on PlayStation 3 and Need for Speed Underground on PlayStation 3. And those 3 games really carried me through. But then we got to 2010, and I took up a real interest in David Tua, who was a New Zealand heavyweight boxing champion. And, he was the absolute man. Following that, I started following a guy called Joseph Parker in 2013, who is actually fighting tonight, would you believe? Following that, 2015, I actually started following the UFC. So 2015 would have to be the first year that I actually followed the UFC. And, it was Conor McGregor at that time, but it was also Mark Hunt. It was also Ronda Rousey. I saw Holly Holm knock out Ronda Rousey in Melbourne. Not live, but I did see it live, so to speak. And, boxing, I saw my first boxing fight live in 2000 at 10 years old, and it was David Tua versus Lennox Lewis. And unfortunately, the New Zealand great hope, the next Mike Tyson, right, David Tua, couldn't quite get to Lennox Lewis, and I'm pretty sure it was a decision victory for Lennox Lewis, and that was 2000. And then following on from that, it took a long time for me to get into combat sports. But in 2015, I did. And I went fucking deep, bro. UFC, heavyweight boxing, we had Joseph Parker, we had Tyson Fury beating Vladimir Klitschko in 2015. That was incredible. We had Anthony Joshua beating Klitschko. After being knocked down in the 5th round, he came back and won the fight in 2015. I mean, 15 was an absolutely incredible year for heavyweight boxing. And since then, I've been a mega fan, an absolute mega fan. And, I've been a mega fan of the UFC since then too. Conor McGregor was coming up. Ronda Rousey got fucking slapped by Holly Holm. And Mark Hunt was still going strong. But I'm pretty sure he just got beaten by, obviously the roided up fucking Brock Lesnar. So that didn't go well. But either way, Tyson Fury came out of that. Tyson Fury beat Klitschko, and Fury became my hero. But so did Joseph Parker, and Joseph Parker's fighting tonight, and he's in his 10th year of professional football. He's in his 10th year, and I've followed his career the entire way. And so that's why I've got such a vested interest in this fight, because I want to see him win, bro. I want to see him win. I remember watching him fight Andy Ruiz for the WBO Heavyweight Championship, and it was a fucking close fight. And yes, maybe Joseph Parker got home advantage, but he still won. He won that fight. And guess what? Andy Ruiz came back 3 years later and beat Anthony Joshua and won the fucking title. And if any of you guys actually watched that fight between Joshua and Ruiz, that third round was just something else, bro. That was just incredible. Either way, look, we move on. We move on. I've got my list. You know, I've got my list of things that affected me, you know, really deeply, as a kid, as a man, and you know, being a 31-year-old man. These things still do affect me. And you know, the last thing on the list is the NFL. You know, after all of that, the last thing on the list is the NFL. And the NFL affected me first when Jared Hayne decided to give it a go. You know, he went from Australia. He's not a New Zealander whatsoever. Went from Australia, went from Parramatta Eels at the top of his game, you know, earning, what, upwards of $700,000, $800,000 a year, which might seem like peanuts in the world of NFL. But when you go to the NFL, you come in as a rookie, you know, undrafted. That's the thing. Undrafted. Actually made the San Francisco 49ers roster at the very least. And I mean, at that point, like 5 years ago, it was 7 years ago. I didn't know shit about the NFL. I didn't know anything about the combine. Didn't know anything about the fucking college football system. But he made it to the team. He made it into the team as an undrafted free agent, coming from Australia. And there ain't many people that could do that, I'll tell you what. But Jared Hayne is a fucking talent. And he's one of my favourite players. And I followed him all the way to the States. I followed him all the way to the 49ers. And, you know, I was... Man, I remember, man. I was at work. I was looking up the news stories. I was looking up the news websites every single day. All I wanted was to see an update on how Jared Hayne was doing. And you know, those first couple of matches, they may have been pre-season matches, but they were something else. You know, this guy, he caught a punt like over his head, came back. You know, he stuck his foot in the ground, as he say. He's fucking stuck his left foot in the ground, fucking bet some cunts, got through. But the one run that he did, and it was pre-season, I must admit. But he, you know, it's a classic, like, running back move. Like, he's playing running back, like, you know, gets the handoff from the quarterback, sees a hole, off his left foot, through the hole, boom. All right, the secondary comes along, bang, off his left foot. I mean, he's got a step, right? Fuck, all rugby players have a step. Steps off his left foot, beats the secondary. You know, should have scored a touchdown, but didn't because he was sort of off balance. And that was like, man, that was the beginning of my entry into the NFL. And at that stage, you know, I'd enjoyed the UFC. I hadn't really become a huge fan, but I'll tell you what, guys, that was in 2015. It's 2022, and I'll say right here, right now, I got four major sports: NFL, as you can probably expect, rugby, obviously, rugby league, which is where Jared Hayne actually come from. Rugby union is where Jonah Lomu come from. Rugby league is where Jared Hayne come from. So we've got NFL, rugby union, rugby league, and the UFC. And you know what? I'm going to say a fifth sport: heavyweight boxing. So I've got 5 sports: rugby union, rugby league, NFL. Yeah, and you can include college football in that. American football. Look, rugby union, rugby league, American football, UFC, and heavyweight boxing. And that is me. That is my journey. In this clip, I'm actually gonna clip, and I'm gonna put it on my main channel, because that's a history lesson. That is me. That is what I'm about. I've got 2 kids. Would you believe? And yeah, look, all I can hope for is that, you know, they might take an interest in, well, maybe one of those. Who knows? But believe it or not, the one thing I really want to do out of all of that is rip a fucking Beyblade. I really want to buy another Beyblade and fucking let it rip. You know what I mean? Like, that might sound really stupid, but that's something that's been in my head for a while now. I really want to just let it fucking rip. And, yeah, look, man, that's my history, guys. And, look, I'm going to clip that and I'm going to put it on my other channel. And, yeah, that's about it, guys. So, thanks for listening. And, I guess, let's watch some football. Cheers. Cheers. That's my history. Chad says, love the hat, go Bills. Bills Mafia all day. Well, hey, this was gifted to me by my man,
Win the ultimate LA experience for you and a friend, thanks to ESPN. The prize includes flights,
Jeepers Creepers. Who was it?
and tickets
I
to
could find out,
versus
but I won't.
and Rams versus Raiders this December at SoFi Stadium. You'll also live it up in
Look, I'm not surprised I've got no viewers. I'm honestly, guys, I'm not surprised I've got no fucking viewers because I've literally just talked your fucking ears off. But what I've done is I've literally talked through my entire fucking childhood into my adulthood, and like I just said, I am going to clip that. I'm going to clip that shit and I'm going to put it on my main channel because that's it. That is me, bro. That's what I've been into, bro. You know, that's crazy, man. It is crazy. But hey, Tech Decks, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, Yu-Gi-Oh, fucking Beyblades, UFC, heavyweight boxing, fucking rugby, obviously, Jonah Lomu, my absolute hero, Jeff Wilson, Christian Cullen, man. Man. If anyone can relate, I really appreciate it. If you can't, I understand. Either way, we're watching some college football, and I'm led to believe it is half time, and I've just been talking absolute shit the whole entire time. Bryce Ramirez suffered season-ending leg injury versus... Oh no. How have you maintained a positive spirit? Let's have a listen. Thinking about the guys, not so much myself. Trying to be the best teammate I can be.
That's always my mindset, and don't want to really neglect on the what's going on in my life or in a situation. But that's how I just try to approach life in general.
You told me this is your first outing since you got
That's a pretty mature mindset, I must admit. Pretty mature mindset.
to be here for not just any game, but for the game against Texas.
It's exciting. I'm really just.
So he's a Texas Tech, man. I'll tell you what, if Texas Tech can beat Texas, which might sound weird, but if they can, that's a massive win, right? That is a massive win. Please, guys, please, anyone watching right now, if Texas Tech win this game, how big of a win is that? Because I'm assuming that's fucking huge. That's absolutely huge.
I was excited to see everyone, and I felt so loved and supported, seeing everyone and getting all the well wishes too while I was in Raleigh. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Your teammates told me that they want to win this one for you. What does it feel like to hear that?
It feels amazing.
Oh, the Texas Tech teammates want to win it for this guy. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
That's why I didn't want to be down there today. I just wanted them to focus on the game and just come away with the victory.
They definitely feel your presence. You've been a big boost for them, Bryce.
Sounds good.
Thanks so much for your time, guys.
Well, you can see why they love him so much. Meanwhile, Bijan Robinson just tremendous. That could have been a big negative play. Instead, he turns it into a positive close to midfield. Got a block from his quarterback there. You can see why they love Bryce Ramirez so much around here. Joey McGuire told us when he ran out on the field. I mean, Bryce, the compound fracture.
Sorry, I'm just looking at this Parker versus Joyce fight. I'm pretty sure that the ring walks won't happen for another half an hour. But if it's on at the moment, Oh, no, it's not on the moment. Thank God. Thank God. That would be... Honestly, that would be a heartbreaker. That would be an absolute heartbreaker for me if I had missed any of that fight, because it's huge.
Recognized the deep route. He was playing on the hash. Card thought it was just man coverage on the outside, and he could hang the ball up there.
Absolutely huge. Either way. Right, what do we got here? Texas Tech, man. I'm going to back Texas Tech to win, to be honest. The only reason I've ever had any interest in Texas, the Texas Longhorns... Oh, nice interception. Have a look at that. Oh, mate. Behind his blocker. Fucking A. Nice. Didn't even see that. I did not even see that. But either way, the only reason I've got any interest in this game, or any interest in either of these teams, is because Michael Dixon played for Texas. And I'm pretty sure he's the first punter in history to get an MVP in a bowl game. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, let me know. Either way, we've got our resident stray cat in our garage. In our bloody garden at the moment. Resident stray cat. Look, he's had a hard life. He's got a couple of cuts, couple of fucking chunks of fur out of him, but I tend to leave him alone. I tend to leave him alone. He's looking at me right now, actually, looking at me right in the face. What are you going to do, mate? What are you going to do? You going to come inside? Well, that's impossible. Am I going to come out and see you, though? I think I probably should. You've been there every single day. This ain't your house, mate. This ain't your house. Where have you come from? I should probably give him some food. I'm not going to lie. I'm such a sad cunt, really. But he's not my cat. I mean, honestly, this place that I live literally has probably 4, 5, 6 cats that just go back and forth. I mean, I don't know where they've come from. I don't know where they're going, but they seem to want to just chill in our backyard, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Jacob says, have you ever wished to meet your subscribers? I mean, some of us know you really well, or at least we think we do, but you don't know us at all. Yeah, nah. What I've always thought, Jacob, and that's a good question. Look, some days when I'm feeling really, really anxious, no, I wouldn't want to do anything. Yeah, I want to do anything but that. But on the days that I'm feeling good and feeling confident, you know, the videos are going well, so to speak. The way that I'd love to do it would be to obviously get to America and get to a certain game and say, I'm here. Come and have a chat. You know what I mean? What? It might be like 5 people, 10 people, 20 people at most. But if and when that does happen, I'll give you a lot of you know, notice. But I reckon that's going to be the way that it happens, bro. It's not going to be through Zoom. It's not going to be through interviews. It's not going to be through anything else. It's going to be through going to a game and meeting up with you motherfuckers outside. Beer in hand. I'll say cheers. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. And yeah, put a face to a name. You know what I mean? It'll be sick. That's the way it's going to happen. Unless you guys come to New Zealand. Mate, if any of you guys landed in Christchurch, for whatever reason, obviously it's not going to be to come and see me. But let's say your family was to come to Christchurch, you came to Christchurch. Mate, I'd be the first one to say, yeah, let's meet up. But, hey, probably not going to happen, is it? Anyway, Texas Tech. Oh, the running back. So I'll give him 3 yards. I'll give him 3 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Cruz, shut the fuck up, will you? Don't say shut up, say shut the fuck up. And then I might actually, you know, listen to you. Cheers, mate.
Texas has struggled over the
3rd and 6. What happens here? What happens here?
historical standard.
Right, they got a receiver to the left, 2 to the right, and it's a flag. For God's sake. For God's sake. Don't tell me that's a false start on offense. I didn't even see anything. What the hell?
Changes your play calling.
There's no false starts.
Texas credit. I think the last couple of weeks we've seen their metal.
Man.
They hung in there with
Oh,
Alabama.
Cruz Hernandez. Oh, fuck, what a name that is. Well, that's a fucking classic name, isn't it? Man, I am just trying to watch the game. ESPN won't let me. Well, geez, you're not watching it on my stream, surely. Fucking hell. You poor cunt. Either way, Texas Tech got 3 receivers there. Oh, you got to stay alive. Quarterback stays alive. He does. You got to throw it. Oh, he doesn't. He runs out. He had nowhere to go. He had no receivers. All the receivers. I'm going to say most of the receivers actually rolled to the left there. And it's going to be a Red Raiders punt. Who is the punter for the Red Raiders? Raiders, sorry. That's what I want to know. Let's have a wee listen. Because, I'll tell you what, that's literally a 50-50 chance if a punter is an Australian or not. It's got to that point, bro. It really has. Now, who's the punter? They're not even telling me.
They don't have to see that one. That was a borderline shank punt out of bounds.
A borderline shank punt. He looks like an Aussie. He honestly does. Alright, let's have a look at him. Texas. Texas Tech. Punter. He's got to be from Australia. He looks like it. Looks like a skinny motherfucker. I'm not going to say that's a bad thing. Austin McNamara. What do we got here? No, he's from Arizona. 6'4". Alright, sweet. All good. All good. Don't mind a bit of that. Don't mind a bit of hometown talent. Know what I'm saying? But it literally is. It's a 50-50 at this point. I mean, these guys at Pro Kick, they are just pumping them out like nothing else. They are pumping them out.
Who is the only Texas Tech head coach to defeat Texas in his first try? First crack at it for Joey McGuire. Johnson straight ahead. Man, is he a tough runner. If you say consensus Bijan Robinson's the best.
Do you know what they say? Do you know what Pro Kick says as far as punters are concerned? They say, well, actually no, what do they say? They say something. It's a good line. I can't quite remember it. It's almost like you ask for something, like a team asks for something, and we supply it. You know what I mean? It's like. No, I'm not kidding you, mate. Let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at this. What do we got here? Running back takes to the right. Oh, spins. Oh, nice big cut back in the inside. Well, he breaks a couple of tackles. I'm not going to say it's a Saquon Barkley run, but still. Fairly decent. And that one goes for absolutely no yards. Too bad. Too bad. Cool dude. Cool dude chimes in. Are you really cool, or are you just talking shit? If you were cool, maybe I would, but, you know. You know what I'm saying. You know. I'm not going to sacrifice my YouTube channel for some cunt that's not cool. But, you know. And yeah, I called you some cunt. But I mean, you might be a good cunt, or you might be a shit cunt. It's up to you. It's up to you. Either way, look, this boxing fight is everything to me. and I need a stream, and I am trying to find a stream right now. And I have a stream, and I am going to keep it on my fucking phone. I'm not going to use my phone anymore. I need to know exactly when these guys are walking out. Either way, here we go. All right, Texas have the ball at the 40. 39, call it. Oh, quarterback stays alive pretty well. Goes long. Oh, finds his open receiver. What? Oh, well, tell you what, this is a great time to watch. This is a fantastic time to watch because this is when the Texas Longhorns go up. 16 to 14, 39-yard reception. Well fucking done. Have a look at this. I mean, the route's nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like these receivers, there's no like crazy release really. He just stays alive, and he's got the classic old fucking dreadlocks, and there you go. I mean, at the end of the day, all I really think the only requirements for a top level college football receiver is a hairstyle. And if I'm wrong, let me know. But if I'm right, I know I'm fucking right. Look, take the helmet off. You got a fucking nice wee, set of locks, and you're sweet. You know what I'm saying? Fuck me dead. Either way, the big fight is on soon. Really appreciate you guys being here. Have no idea how many of you are here. Have no idea how many of you really care. I'm assuming not many, but the next fight is going to be... And you know what? Look, I've been here for an hour. I've been talking shit for basically an hour. I reckon it's probably almost time to switch over to the boxing. I really do. I'm going to take my glasses off for a second. I'm going to look you guys right in the eye, and I'm going to say that for anyone watching right now, and look, the viewers go from literally 2 to 4 to 8 to 11, maybe even 13, maybe even 15. But it's probably averaging at around about 6 to 5 viewers at the moment. And I get that, because this is my second channel. But all I want to say, guys, and I take my glasses off for this fight is huge. This boxing fight is fucking massive, alright? As a New Zealander, as a Kiwi, Joseph Parker is our guy. This is our guy, British boxing have many fighters. They've got Dillian White. They've got Derek Chisora. They've got Anthony Joshua. They've got Tyson Fury at the top of the heap. And now they've got Joe Joyce. But as far as New Zealand is concerned, we've got one. And his name's Joseph Parker. And we fucking back him to the hills. And that's exactly what I've done for the last 10 years. So, this fight is going to be huge. Joseph Parker versus Joe Joyce. I feel like it's about time. I feel like it's about time for me to sort of jump ship and go to that fight. It's, the ring walks are apparently going to happen in about half an hour, and that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, once again, cheers, guys. Look, we don't have a huge amount of viewers. Look, this channel's not hugely popular, but I'm going to do my absolute very best to tag the shit out of this clip. I'm going to get tag the shit out of this fight. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this one. I'm going to get the best thumbnail I can get. I'm going to title it the best I can. I'm going to put the best fucking description I can. I'm going to do the best tags I can, and I'm going to try and bring in the most viewers I can. Alright? So, of you 7 viewers watching right now, make it 8. Please tune in. Please watch with me. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Joseph Parker, let's fucking go. If he loses, I'll cry. If he wins, I won't be surprised. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much. And I will see you very, very shortly. Peace out. Much love. As always, much love.